Hello, 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 namaste, welcome, vanakkam. Welcome to our new episode of Arts and Life with Shuba. As you know, we meet with the new guests. Each guest comes from huge experience in one of the arts or many arts. And when we say arts, we mean all arts, visual arts, performing arts, or literary arts. So today's guest is from mainly from theater arts. Welcome everyone who is here and who will be here in a while or so. This podcast comes to you from Online School of Drama, and I, Shuba, welcome you on behalf of Online School of Drama. So, before I invite today's guest, let me introduce today's guest to you. A brief introduction of today's guest. Just give me a few seconds, and I will be introducing the guest to you. Here we go. As you know, today's guest is Mr. Pralayan, who is a playwright, director, and theater in education practitioner. Pralayan is one of the pioneering theater personalities who are spearheading the modern theater movement with a major emphasis towards the open air theater performances in Tamil Nadu. As the founder and convener of Chennai Kalai Kuzhu, he has been Chennai Kalai Kuzhu means Chennai Art Center or Art Group, I think. He has been active in the Tamil Nadu theater scene from 1984. That means we are meeting a person, a theater personality who is active in theater for last 40 years. He has written, facilitated, and directed more than 50 open air plays and 23 proscenium plays, including Antoine de Saint-Exupéry's The Little Prince, Bertolt Brecht's Galileo, Habib Tanvir's Moteram ka Satyagragh, Charandas Chor, Chandrashekhara Kambara's Mahamayi, Haruki Murakami's The Elephant Vanishes. Pralayan's works and presentations are known for their dynamic engagement with the space and its design and vibrant music. He has also conducted workshops and directed the plays across India and in countries like Norway, Malaysia, and Sri Lanka. Oh, so here is Mr. Pralayan. Some of his picks we have collected. Mr. Pralayan's different moods in different settings. Yeah, you can see. And we will not take much time to call Mr. Pralayan. Hello, Mr. Pralayan ji. You are welcome. Welcome to our podcast. Today's guest.
Namaskar to
Namaskar.
everyone. Uh, Good evening, everyone. Yeah,
Vanakkam.
thank you.
How do we say in Tamil? Epadiru Kangi. How are
Good.
you?
I am fine. I am fine, Shiba. कैसा है आप?
Oh, great. So, uh, what should I say? I wish I knew Tamil. You are here. Romba Santosham.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, my first question to you, Pralayanji, is for last 40 years you are in theater. And when you look back, do you have some lighter moments where you have been involved in very serious work in theater? You have taken serious theater very seriously. But have there been some light works that make you laugh still today? Do you remember any incident, or can you recall any incident that was very light and that makes you laugh, and you and your friends even today?
Yeah, so many.
So
So
many.
many
Good.
incidents are there.
Like,
Yeah, once we used to perform in the election campaign. There was a play called Pandarile Pavaka. Yeah, Pandarile Pavaka means Pavaka is a name of a bitter god, vegetable.
Okay.
Ah,
Okay.
there was a saying in Tamil, old saying in Tamil, the group of mourners who came to uh, for mourner singing, singing lamentation in the house of deaths, no? And there is a culture is there that women used to sing for payment. It's their profession. They come to each and every house who are doing mourning and everything. They used to sing.
Yeah.
That is actually when they are singing, no, it's a professionally they can sing. They can get that emotion immediately. That time they see one bitter god is in the outside of that house. When they are doing that mourning and everything, they without knowing somebody else, they are talking and giving sign to each other to collect the bitter god when they go away. So that is the title we got from that. There is a play. One person, of a ruling party person, he want to collect the vote. He wandering the streets. No people are respecting him. He arranged a public meeting. No one came. So he arranged wander in the street. There is some crowd in front of some house. So immediately
Okay.
he with his chelas, his disciples, he went there and collecting campaigning the vote. Immediately the person who are in the gathering shouted you, hey, this is uh, we are mourning here. Why are you come and collecting vote here? No? Then only I realized that there is some mourning is going and happen. Somebody has dead there in that house. See, they don't know the name of the dead person. So the comedy that humor begins. No, they try to tell so many things. Innocently try to do all the tantrums to collect the vote and everything. Once they are very curious to know is the names of that dead person, and no one is telling his name and everything. Once a person who come from outside with a big garland and everything, he shouted his name, the dead person's name. Then only he got that particular name, and by using that name, they approach everyone and seeking the votes. See, the person who come with the garland and voting, no, that's a very, very small character. See, we are performing this play for 10 times in a day. So they
Oh,
want, yeah, actors are very, uh, how to make it interesting is each and every time they are making too many tricks. The person who come, no, the small role, no, he will tell the name of the dead person. Each and every performance, the name will be changed. So it became a big challenge for each and every actor keep maintaining the same name. So that is a trick done by the fellow actors to make them some interesting and everything. That day, one day, no one person till very very fictitious name. That time the dead body also start to laugh. So like that, that incident is very still in our memory. How they make even the tired or aloof and again repeating performance. We respecting the audience. All these things will not reveal to the audience. Only among the actors these things are going. So
yeah.
that is very interesting thing happened in our performance. The important thing is
Yes.
that performance
Very.
is done in the year 1991. When they are
Okay.
doing these performances, and Rajiv Gandhi was killed in Steeperbury. Oh, that and in that play we took that at the end of the play we took that dead body and make a profession. See, most of the people thought that the performers do know did know the Rajiv's death previously, so that they are making a play like that. They chased us, and all the groups who are performing these performances were chased away by that political parties, and it was another story.
Mm. Um, very interesting incidents and very funny. And in fact, it looks like comedy in tragedy and interesting. So,
Satirical play. Mm, it's a political connotation, very strong political satire about those ruling party of that time.
okay.
Everything is there.
Mm. Pralayan, I want to start today. Generally, I go to the pictures later in the conversation, but today I am tempted to take this conversation further with some pics, right? And I am curious to know what is happening there. So I am showing you a few pics of your work. This is the very recent play. In fact, you were very busy doing this play, and you were not able to. We were not able to talk a lot because you were totally busy into it, and so because our audience is all across India, so many of them do not know the title. Uh, we will not be able to make it Vana Pechi or
Yeah.
so what is it? And you are the director and the writer of this play. Just tell us in brief what is it about? And this picture is amazing. It is making us curious to know about this play. So what is it about actually? We have
This poster,
uh
uh,
yeah,
this
yeah.
way, yeah, yeah,
What
yeah.
is
This
this
poster
play about, right? And what is being shown in this poster?
in this poster is a AI generated poster, but
Yeah, yeah.
the image is real. Actually, that is depicted in our play. The performer name is Rohini. Is a well-known filmmaker and film artist of South India. She used to act in Tamil, Telugu, and Malayalam and Kannadam. She took a lead role in the play. Her name is Rohini. The play title is Vanapechi. Vanapechi means Queen of the Forest. Actually, it's
Queen. Okay.
a Queen of the Forest.
Yeah.
Actually, uh, it's a play based on Tadaga of Ramayana. Actually, it's some kind of deconstruction of Tadaga story in her forest dwellers point of view. Actually, usually victors are the narrators. Even the
Yes.
victim stories were narrated by the victors. According to Ramayana, Tadaga is a victim. She was killed by Rama by the advice of sage Vishwamitra and everything. Actually, the victim point in this victim point of view, this story was narrated. So that is the major main conflict in
Okay.
that play. That was the play. It is actually from contemporary to school children come to the wildlife sanctuary to study the endangered mammals. Uh, they accidentally one boy throw a stone on a tiger cub. Immediately he was caught up by the forest guard. Then he used. Then they want to be punished in the because of the afraid of the further consequences of the management and parents. He suddenly disappeared from the bus and went into the deep forest. Yeah, that boy and fellow classmate, another girl, they went to the forest. In the deep forest, they met Tadaga,
So,
the
uh,
Ramayana character Tadaga.
yeah, so because you said this shows Taraka's point of view. So, what is the main narrative which the people who have been seeing from the other side? What is the main
Narrative.
uh, narrative of Taraka actually?
Tadaga's she was telling her story. Tadaga, when the children asked her, why are you here in the forest and everything? She was telling, she said, that is her, she is the dweller of the forest, she is the protector of the forest. Like that she was telling. She narrates how she was killed by Rama and Lakshmana and the advice of
Mm.
sage Agastya, sage Vishwamitra, and initially recalled his conflict in contradiction with the sage Agastya devotee. It is own point of view. There are several arrows in her, pierced in her body. She was
Yeah,
telling how she was killed. She deconstructed the word Rakshasi. Jyotibai
yeah.
Phule, Jyotirao Phule, Mahatma Jyotibai Phule deconstructed the word Rakshasi means it's not a demon, it's a protector. Raksha,
One who Raksha, one
one
who
who
protects.
Raksha, yeah, one who
Yeah.
protects. So she was telling that I am the protector of the forest. So there can't be come between the sages and kings from the plains, Ayodhya princess. Then why there are several arrows? No, those days they are attacked. Today also there is attacks is continuous. 200 years before there is a tea estate, there is a coffee estate, and 150 years ago the hydropower project. Like that, now they are mining several minings. There are several arrows still. They start to set me on my body, and you're like that. Huh? She herself representing the entire nature. She representing the forest and everything. That's the narrative. How that encroaching the forest happened from the mythological days to contemporary present days. How our minds, how what is the our perception towards the forest, our perception towards the nature. Everything she was questioning that. That's a play. It's about it has a 1.5 hour play, 90 minutes play.
So this story has nothing to do with the general perception or general understanding of the story that Tadaka proposed. Tadaka said, "I want to marry you." This is not part of this story, then.
Yeah, yeah, this is not a part of the story.
Okay. All right. Interesting. I mean, yeah, this is the same play, right?
Actually, that there is one lecture by Romela
Okay.
Thapar done by 2001. The perceiving forest in ancient India. In this
Hmm.
lecture, she was telling that our understanding of the forest is very, very negative. How it was set up in even the mythological days. She said in that lecture, hermitages are the first intrusion into the forest. Hermitages.
Hermitage.
Yeah, that's the first intrusion, the wilderness. And
Yes.
also she explained that how it was revealed Grama, Vana, and Nagara.
Yeah.
Well, Vana is enclosed by the people from the Grama and Nagara. And that's the story of Ramayana. Conquering the forest is the story of Ramayana. Like that, you can read that. So
Yeah.
I derived so many things from that lecture, and also there is one poem by Malayalam poem. Actually, Malayalam is next my neighbor state. There are a famous poet called Vailar Ramavarma. He made Tadaga as a heroine. He is the queen of the forest. She
Hmm.
said, Dravida Rajakumari.
Okay.
Vindhya Shailatinda, see, beyond the Vindhya, there is a forest. A woman who comes to collect flowers. Her name is Tadaga, the queen of Dravida land.
Hmm.
Like that, he started the poem. So that's also another idea to develop this story. So I make the play from these resources and developed as a performance.
Interesting to know these other perceptions. And I was just thinking that somebody would uh, make a play where Tadka, the queen of the jungle, and Sita, the daughter of the earth, are having a conversation. I was just
Oh, nice. That's
thinking,
also good. Nice. It's interesting.
yeah. So let's go to the next picture. And oh, I found this sketch. This is just randomly made by someone, and this has some
Yeah,
special
some
story
of
behind it.
random. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Nothing is
Okay. Yeah, so we will go back and forth randomly. This goes back to 80s or 90s, I think.
1984. This is our first play called Nangal Vargaram. Chennai
So
Kalai
where are
Kuzhu.
you? Where are you in this pic? Are you in this pic?
Yeah, yeah, in this middle. I am as a politician who come to the police station to bribe to
The
really.
goggle
Uh,
person?
yeah, yeah,
Black
yeah,
goggles?
yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh, so you were doing this in 1984.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
and where is it taking place? In
It's in
college?
Chennai.
In
In
no, I
Chennai,
mean, yeah.
our first play. We
Did
performed in somewhere else.
this
Went
is
it's a Pakam
being done by
proscenium
your
play. We did perform
theater
this
group?
setup is somewhere else, some community hall, something else.
Okay,
Very,
okay.
yeah, we don't have Paka stage props and everything. We are
Yeah,
using
yeah. So this is being performed by theater group.
Chennai Kalai Kuzhu,
Oh, it
our
had
group.
started then.
Yeah,
Chennai Kalai
1984.
Kuzhu.
Yeah, the first
Oh,
play of our
okay.
product, our group.
Okay, great. So this is from 1984.
This is
Okay.
title is called Here We Come. Nangal Vargirom.
That
Here
means in
we
English,
come. Yeah, here we come.
here Nikam,
We come. We come. Here we
become.
come. Yeah.
And this lovely photographs, this captures a moment where you were
This
out
is
on the street and
1989. We did translated and adopted Sabdara Jananati Manchi Allapol in Tamil Urakapetsu.
okay. This is 1989.
Yeah.
Okay. And then this is
This is
recent.
it is recent. It performed in 2000. This photo taken 2014 or 15. Actually, this play is now very repeated play. One of the important play of Chennai Kalai Kuzhu is play about migrated workers to the city.
Pardon,
Migrate
pardon. This play is
this
about
migration, the distress
migration.
migration happened from the
Okay.
villages come to the cities like Chennai like that. It's
Okay.
dealt about that story. It's dealt about their story. This character is called Nagaradev, the lord of the town, lord of the
Oh,
city. He
okay.
represents all the hierarchy, real estate, police, and everything. He's a
Okay.
symbolic character. He has one half feudal, half modern. Below the
Ah,
hip,
yeah.
he wearing the traditional performance attire. In the top, he's wearing a coat and cat, hat and everything. It's a semi-feudal,
Yeah.
semi-modern.
Okay. This is from the same
It's
play?
also same play. The group of people who migrated from the villages.
No.
It's a musical and movements and everything. Music movements. And everything.
Hmm.
They used to sing and move.
And you have been working a lot with the school children, with the
Actually,
schools.
this
You
is
are a
from the
theater in
recent play.
education practitioner, so it shows that this is being performed for children.
Yeah, yeah. This is the recent play.
This is a recent play.
Vanapechi, what the Tadaga play. I used to actually a group of children went to the wildlife sanctuary. One stood by, throw a stone on a tiger. He's immediately caught up by the forest guard. And then because of the consequences, fearing of the consequences, everything, that boy escaped into the forest. And that's the story. The play begins. No? The first act, this is the first act. The group of children,
Okay.
of adolescent children.
Okay. Oh, so this I have taken from a video where there were some shots of your acting workshop. So this makes me ask you a
Yeah.
question that when you do a play, Chennai Kalai Kuzhu, how do you take people? I mean, you take their audition, you train them. What is the process of Chennai Kalai
Make it.
Kuzhu? Because it has lived more than 40 years and is still active. What is the process? How do people come there? How do you think that, yes, this is the right person, these are the right people? And do you train them also in acting? And so, how do people come and how long they stay generally and
Actually,
how this group works?
actually this photo is from not from our group. I did in a workshop in last January with a group in Trivandrum, Thump. There is a group called Thump. They used to have a workshop. I used to, the challenges of actors, challenges in device play. I had a workshop
Okay.
with an actress, the challenges of actors in a device play. In the device play, actors not only performers, they used to also creators. So the actors are meeting the challenges. That was the 3 days workshop. That video also part of that, and also they did one performance. That video shows that performance also. That is the thing of the photo. I come to your question. In our group,
Yeah, I have that idea that this is not, I mean, training your actors, but this video where
yeah,
you
yeah,
were
yeah, yeah, yeah,
training,
yeah, yeah,
this
yeah.
question came
That
to
is
my
right.
mind.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
no problem, no problem.
yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
Now I come to your question. Uh,
Yes.
in my group, um, uh, we initially, uh, when we started our group, most of the actors are my fellow friends, roommates, the friends who know me very well, who have a regard on me, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if we want to have a theatre group, then immediately I spread my message to my friends and told my friends, those who are interested, they start to participate in my work. So that was my beginning. Then maybe when we start to work as continuously as a group, so that so many development happen. Uh, so we have to finalize first taking the script. There's a process of identifying the script, identifying theme, everything done by collectively. Then one person used to write that, and I am that person. I used to write the play and everything, and also used to design. And so some of the process is very uh, uh, each and every time used to have a residential workshop, a residential atmosphere for to create a play. So those days, all the open air plays used to have that. Then he stopped in the middle. I start to write and to give it to the actors. And again, that the written material is being discussed and finalized, which should be maintained, which should not be made, deleted, and everything finalized by the group and do the pro. This is actually you can say instead of writing a play, we are sculpting a play. We are sculpting. Maybe there is one playwright, there is one director, maybe I am the director and writer. I sculpt the play with the help of my actors. That is our process. The training process and everything, very important. When I was in 19, see, most of the my work, open air theatre work, maybe most of the people who have seen my work were asking me, are you the disciple of Vadal Sarkar? Uh, they were asking me the question. In fact, I never attended any workshop Vadal Sarkar. But my initial days workshop I attended was done by the disciples of Vadal Sarkar. Actually,
Mm.
the Badal Sarkar's idea of theatre and everything came to me when we started work there, then itself. But uh, see, when I met Badal Sarkar in 92, he came to Chennai and he had seen three of our performances. He was there in 92 to have a workshop with some in Loyola College campus. The next there is called ICUP in Nungambakkam of Chennai, center of city of Chennai. That time I met him. He invited me to interact with the workshop participants. Not only myself, he invited the theatre practitioners in Chennai to interact with their workshop participants. So that we were invited there. We had a conversation with the Badalda and also worked with the participants. The next day also he called me to come. The next also I used to go on your thing. And then he want to see our performance. So immediately we have arranged within the 2 days notice. We have arranged one performance near the where he was staying, near the place where he was staying. There is a
Yeah.
small residential area is there. It's a low income group and a slum area. So we have arranged all the type of peoples are gathered there. Maybe 300 to 500 peoples were gathered for the
Oh,
performances. Badalda also was also there. He watched all the three performances. It totally happened goes up to 1 hour. The space called Managar, Uram, and James Fund. The three plays,
mm,
each plays a 20 minutes time duration. After the performance, we talked with our actors and everything. We said, I enjoyed your performance. You have full energy, the music and movement. You give full energy, very dynamic and everything. He tell his own words. Then when we returned from the performance, I left him to his staying place. So I accompanied him to his staying place. That time he was asking me, Pralayan, I like your play very much because your actors are very enjoying the much of freedom. They are very powerful in the space.
mm.
They enjoy their freedom. I find almost freedom from the actors. Uh, how did you achieve this? What is your training process? He was asking me. That time I am 7 years old in theatre. It's 84.
Mm.
I am very young. I tried to answer his question. Yeah, we do yoga. We did so many exercises. You are wise exercises. Like that, I was telling that. No. The process of training. How did you train your actors? He was asking me. Then I stumbled to respond to that question. And then he realized that, okay, nice, it's good, keep it up. Whatever your process, keep it up.
Okay.
After several years only, I came to realize the importance of this question, the process of actors training. Then only I realized that. See, my magic, one of very important thing in our training means I never maintain any hierarchy towards the actors. See, see that how it come, no? In the initial days, when I made a group, most of the group members are my roommates, are the friends, are the friends and friends of friends.
Yeah.
They are very doing a good job. The bank, insurance, college teachers, like that. Reserve bank, like that, they're a good job. See, each and every rehearsal became a challenge for me. I have to prove them that you are spending your time in proper way. So, and also I have to prove them that they are important in the group. Each and every one is important in the group. Like that, this condition make me to make everyone is equal. Each and every decision making is uh, will happen only after the discussion of the actors and the collective decision only. See, this kind of training and everything, what will happen when they are making a device to play or making presenting a text and analyzing a text and making it a performance, actors start to feel each and everything decided, discussed by the actors felt felt their ownership of the process. Each and every person has see there is so many people, there is no contribution from them. We keep calm. But we have to create a condition that everyone has a room to contribute like that. Somebody cannot contribute. Keep mum. Only one or two can contribute. But you should not stop that process. You should not stop that opportunity to everything. This condition give them actors some kind of strength, ownership. They will take utmost challenge. They go beyond their limits. There they go beyond their potential. They explore beyond their potential and take something. That was my understanding. So then I came to know in the middle of 90s, this is the thing, this is the process maintained by the four international well-known theatre people and well-known contemporary dancers. They are using this kind of collective democratic process of creation. So then we start to keep, we get hold this process and still maintaining that. When I do this theatre education program with adolescent kids, I use the same process. I I maintain my children's yes, and my equal.
We will come to your theater and education work in a
Yeah,
short
that's their
while from
same
now.
approach.
Yeah, we will definitely talk about that. But let's come back to your theater group. It's wonderful to know about this process where everybody owns the group, where everybody contributes equally, when everybody feels that it's my group, I am doing for myself. But then it is all based on volunteerism. Everyone is a volunteer. And if there is one young man who thinks that, can I earn from theater group? There was no space for such people, or was there?
It is nowadays. It is there. Nowadays, they are not known as volunteers. Even those days also, they be compensated if they took a leave. If they put a residential camp, they have to take a leave.
Hmm.
So that should be compensated by. We are not pay. It's a professional pay. You can't consider as a professional payment those days. Nowadays, we are also paying. Yeah, the people who are aspiring to be an actor, who are aspiring to be a film actor, they want to enter into the theater. Nowadays, it's happening. In Chennai city, in most of the theater groups, those who are want to act, they want. See, you can't blame them. How do you make them to survive? So like that, the people coming, we are not paying. We are compensating their part of their expenses and also give some. You can make that allowance like that. It's not a big payment, but we can give something. But if you want to make a professional actor in Tamil Nadu, theatre is not that much professionally developed to pay that much of money. Uh, to survive an actor in theatre, it's not unlike Maharashtra, it's difficult to survive through theatre in Tamil Nadu. That's the reality. Even the commercial theatre and the modern theatre, that's the.
Yes. So I think that is more or less the reality across the country.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not talking about beyond country. Well, I thank you for sharing that. Let me see if I had any other photograph in that series. Not now, actually. So yes, let's come back to your writing because you have written this play, which you did the show on 2nd November, and you have used the translation of the plays like from Brecht to Habib Tanvir and all. So how do you decide that this is going to be open air theater or proscenium theater, or it does not matter, any play can be inside proscenium or open, but you have focused particularly on open air. So do you write your script keeping in mind open air, or how do you decide that this is good for open air? Can you reject a script just on the basis, no, it is not good for open air theater? Just share that,
Yeah, yeah,
please.
yeah, really, really. It's changing space, but not that's the acting space change. It has own artistic challenges, uh, the dominating artistic values of that space. See, initially we felt that open air space is more friendly to the people and everything like that. Then we came to realize that could I cite one example that only when
Yeah,
we are
yeah.
doing street theater, that the word street theater at the time is popular. And now we are called it political open air theater. Now we called it as a political open air theater. Why? There are several things happen in the street. The government thing is happened, NGO thing is happened in the name of street theater. They selling condoms in the name of AIDS awareness, like that. So many things. Everybody calling them as street
Mm.
theater. We don't. We are not here to. We are not be judgmental to dismiss those kind of theater and like that. But we want to make ourselves relevant. So we call ourselves a political, open air political street theater, open air political theater. See, when we are doing the performance in some villages, neighbor district of Chennai 1, one Sunday or something else, so we used to perform there. After the performance, we came out and we come by van and the thing. Some people on the outside of the small village stopped the van. Uh, why, sir? Why are you stopping our? Sir, we want to see our performance. Why don't you perform in our space? Was asking. Then only we realized the performance where we had is no. Why we had you? We are performing in your village also, no? That was we are asking the same question to them. Then they replied, sir, that is the wood. That's a village. Huh? We can't come and have as an audience there. We are segregated from that place. We should not enter that place. If you perform here, we can see that. Then only realize no space is neutral. No space is revolutionary. It has its own meaning of culture, history of that particular space. So you want to neutralize, you have to have a negotiation with that space. You need that. Then immediately we took it as a challenge. Next day we go there. We went there and asked them where to perform. No? And there is no space in their basti. It's a colony of the scheduled caste and scheduled tribe people called uh, we call in Tamil Patil Samugam. Now we call is politically called Dalit and everything. Scheduled caste, scheduled tribe settlement. There is no space for performance. But there is a space nearby. There is a church. They have a small hall. It has a small stage also. It's a small
Okay.
marriage like that. It has like a pakka proscenium stage like that. We used
Mm.
to perform there. The next
Mm.
day we performed there. That proscenium space. That all the people of the community became our audience. It is difficult. Our design is totally adapted to the open air surround 360-degree now. We
Okay.
will break it and ask them to understand, kept somebody from the stage and they are like that. It's a difficult way, but they communicate in way. You're given experience then why are we are making this an important thing? No, our understanding of the politics of the space. We are thinking that the entire street space is totally friendly to everyone and everything, but in village it's not that. Upper caste people space is different. The people of the from the uh, suppressed sections space is different. So this is understanding is very why we are this is our experience. So no space is neutral, whether it's a proscenium space or see when we take some place we should be deeply immediately go to that. Now we have done last 3 months, 2 months before we have done a state level jata. We travel all over Tamil Nadu, 10 days. Each and every day we did perform in 4 centers. Travel to 2 districts. That play is totally about different play. That the subject is different. It's about what is happening in the police station. when a person belongs to scheduled caste and scheduled community, there is a law to protect them, prevention of atrocity against untouchability. So that
Hmm.
act is not practiced properly in each and every police station. It was diluted.
Hmm.
So how it was diluted, how it should be strengthened, that is the play. So that should be taken as a street play and travel all over the place. This Vanapechi is an assignment. The recent production was an assignment given by the Provoke Art Festival, a corporate company, Tony and Guy, selling the cosmetic goods and everything. They are having a 2-day festival in each and every year. During art festival. In that festival, they asked us, they called us to perform. So that is a different time. And so we are having that larger discourse also there. That we politically decide that what should be performed and everything. So if you want to take a Vanapechi to the larger and the street audience, that should be again reworked. Maybe this is very, very good. Sometimes I used to perform that Habib Tanvir is uh, giving me tremendous. When I see the performance in 1990 in Nehru Natya Samroh, Agra Bazaar, and then 91 I had seen somewhere else in. It gives tremendous strength to our creative potential, creative faculty, mental faculty. No? So how the devices, how that he surpassed that question, no? In particular, the Charandas Chor, like that. Still, it is a question which one has to take into the open air, which one has to be performed. When we start to work, we understand the challenges of the space and adapt to the space. See, the values which rules the acting space is totally different. The artistic values which rules the particular acting space. That is the proscenium is different. The open air is different. That should be understood by practice only.
Yeah. Um, nice. Before I ask my next question, I want to thank the people who are around, who are there watching, and I'm thankful to the people who will be watching the recording of this conversation. And thank you, hello, Haldwani, for your greetings. And I want to remind my audience, those who are here, they can also ask questions directly to our guest, and we will be happy to take your questions actually. So let's move to the next question. In 1987, you were part of Bharat Gyan Vigyan Jatha, and in 70 days, your group performed 240 shows, and that too in 5 languages. My curiosity is, um, were they different groups or the same group in different languages? One thing. Second thing, how did people took care of their energy and voice? Because 70 days and you were doing more than 2 shows, 3 shows every day. How are you maintaining your health, your voice, your energy? And so first this, and then another part will come later. Yes, please.
Yeah, very interesting question. This happened in 1987. Uh, it was being organized by All India People Science Movement, uh, AAPSN, and all the people science movement in the country. They come together and they organize this. Um, See that southern part of in southern state, there are 5 groups from all over the country. I traveled and culminate in the Bhopal, 90 in November 7. They started their journey in August 15th in somewhere else in different part of 5 centers of the country and travel all over that.
Hmm.
See, our southern segment traveled Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Karnataka, Andhra, and some part of Madhya Pradesh and some part of Maharashtra.
Okay.
So the performance language will be in 5 languages: Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, Kannadam, and Hindi.
Okay.
The 16 actors in a group, they are doing the performance in all the languages.
Oh.
The actors are also from the 5 different states. There are 3 people from Tamil Nadu, 3 people from Malayalam, Karnataka, and 3 people from Kerala, and 4 people from Andhra, like that. There is
Okay.
no people from Hindi-speaking area, but we used to manage because of that place actually designed from the Kerala Shastra Sahitya Parishad. Those places are big. They are very expertise in that time of doing this kind of jatas of open air plays and street plays and everything. And that's very, they have a strong design, music, and imageries, choreography, and everything. No, that was done initially in one language. Then maintain that music, maintain that choreography, maintain that imageries, maintaining
Yeah.
that everything, only changing the languages according to that meter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Though it's easy to immediately I can speak in. I did speak in Canada. இது உங்க வீடா? This is Tamil. இது உங்க மனையனா? Kannada. இது இல்ல
Okay.
Telugu. Like that,
Uh-huh.
easily we can understand because only by this help of these mixed actors we did the performances. In some places, he used to perform 5 centers also. So, because at that time I am very young, most of the actors in my below 30s, we are in middle of the 20s. So, I'm 27 then. Uh, so, it was because eager, the spirit actors or the spirit only managed that kind of, took that challenge and they did perform. There are 4 girls and 12 boys in the group.
Hmm. You did many street plays in many villages, like in Dharampuri or Krishnagiri, and you did many stage plays on the theme of this against
Resistance,
a female
yeah,
infanticide you did.
infanticide, yeah.
And did you ever have uh, someone say that because of your play, I decided this or decided that in your whole career when you were doing plays for the people? Did it ever happen that somebody came up to you
Impact.
and said, so would you like to share something?
It is, you need some methodology to assess that impact. And that
Hmm.
was happening each and every time when we had a street play, traveling tour. What do you mean by jata? It has an impact. Actually, in literacy days, in 90s, I tell come to the female infanticide thing. No,
Hmm.
uh, actually, before in literacy movement, you have to identify the volunteers. One person have to teach 10 people. If
Hmm.
you have first, they identify the number of illiterates in the village or the particular taluk, identify the number of illiterates you want to learn. No? Then you have to identify the teachers who have to teach. That a volunteer. One volunteer has to teach 10 persons. So we have
Hmm.
if you have 1 lakh people in your district, no, you need 10,000 volunteers. So identify volunteers, with, ask them to join in the bandwagon of literacy movement. How it happened? Only because of street theatre and plays. It's done as a social conscientization. A 1 month long, a 10 group travel all over the districts with
Hmm.
it's a carpet popping like that. And the play also should mesmerize to stir up that audience. It should touch their consciousness, it touch their conscience. Then the people start identifying them. Then this literacy movements begin. Actually, that is the impact. Immediately we had seen. After the performance only we are identified that groups, the volunteer group formed, animators, they called as literary soldiers or animators. The person who teach 10% in their village is called literary soldier. We identified literary soldiers, 10,000 literary soldiers in each district. It happened only because of the street theatre performance and everything. That was the impact. In some places, they did some team will assess, do the assessment after the performance. In what happened now, in literacy, that female infanticides, actually we are building a resistance among the community. This is our community is very, very male chauvinistic, and they are, after the performance, we allow the debate, the entire audience divide into two, male one side, females one side. But what happened? Previously, it was a divide. Previously, it was a divide. There was a divide among the audience. There is a caste, like that, what I was saying. The people from the upper caste, people from the CST. There was a divide, no? It is our performance did not unite. We don't unite them because we did not allow that space. We did not allow. They want to unite. The audience want to unite. That thing, the physical reality, social reality did not allow them. Like that, divide. There will be happening. The debates happen between the but then that debate, female felt empowered. No, they will have that strong say. They took an upper hand of the discussion after the performance like that. See, some places there is another play. There immediately the even educated women go for septic abortion. So many women were died in the district of Tanjavur. Why? Because they used to do the DNC often. Means abortions often. Often. Why no? They did not use the contraception. Instead of using the contraception, they used to go for DNC. Why it happened? It happened among the educated women. Why no? They don't have the choice to use the contraception. So, you know the very famous play called Lysistrata, Aristophanes play, you know, very Greek play. They did a sexual strike in that play. Like that, women has no power to decide where to have, when to have, how to have, whether having the contraception or not, whether having the condom or not. That power did not have the. We have to discuss among the women through the play. We have had a discourse among the women through the play and everything. That will happen. That will have an impact, and so many things happen after the assessment and everything. And that kind of DNC, septic abortions, voluntary not using the contraception and condoms, that will be fertile. So even the female infanticide areas also, after that 2-3 years later, they did study the sexual ratio increased and everything. See, but it's not a magic. The theater just not a magic. Theater is support to some kind of social action. See, our belief of street theater is this is not a solution. It's the beginning of the solution. Street theater is the end. It's not a media strategy. You can't persuade. It's an art of persuasion. Street theater is not art of persuasion. It's art of questioning. Arts of questioning, arts of empowering your point of view. Arts of empowering the neglected point of view, common man point of view. That is the street theater. What we believe, our theater is the beginning, not the end. After the performance, there will be some action plan is there. The theater or performance will be the beginning of that action plan. And that is our understanding. We were confronted with their consciousness. We are confronted with their common sense. Maybe our performance may confront with their common sense, maybe stir up with their consciousness. But that is not the end. That is our
Yeah.
understanding.
Yes, I understand that the theater is not magic and anything will not happen overnight. Or you watch a play and you change, but you sow the seeds of thinking, you sow the seeds of a certain thought, and it takes time. Yes, as you said, this can be a beginning. We can go for a beginning. We can set a beginning. You have worked for old age home or abandoned parents. You have raised that issue through your plays, and we know that we have destroyed our joint family system. You say that. You have been working with children a lot. You use theater in education. You have worked with TVS schools. Can theater sensitize children to have better relations with our elders, which is vanishing in these days because of many reasons? Does theater have a role to play there? Have you practiced something around it? What do you say?
You are an expert in theatre and education. You don't know that the different stream of theatre and education, different experience also. No? My understanding of theatre and education, my emphasis totally is with the adolescent age group. Actually, when we are taking that mission to particularly TVS Education Society, they have schools in Tamil Nadu and Karnataka, and I have three schools. Each and every year, I used to go to the schools and to do. I was a consultant then, from
Hmm.
since 1998 to 2000 up to COVID year. I was very busy with them. See, particularly the old age and the concern about the old age so it's one of the themes selected in the theatre and education program. Uh, Selected in the theatre education program. There is a process in our theatre education. First, uh, we you sit with the students who are taking that program. Maybe ninth, eighth, ninth standard student. They sat together. That time they took the age of a challenge of aginess, the social security of the geriatric section of the senior citizen. So we decided the team, no, I allowed the children to go to the old age home
Hmm.
and collect their experience, and also allow the children to talk with their grandparents. Have you ever felt, are you okay? Ever say, are you right? Have you ever say, what did you feel right? Ask your grandma first, and ask your grandpa. Have you ever? Now you are feel you okay? The two questions they have to ask, and ask all the old men, grandmas, grandparents, are in the old age home like that. They come with the different stories. After 20 days later, with their help of parents and teachers and everything, each and every student, it's a project like that. 5 students as a group, they come with different stories, different narratives. So with these narratives and everything, we are making a play. Why? They see there are several, and also they have a subject in their lessons, lessons textbook they have taken. See, they realize that why are they making this story? We are going to blame the old age homes? No. Without the joint family system, you can't opt for the aspiring for the joint family system. That has been gone. You can't put the blame on the joint families. Now only we are only in a nuclear family. But what will happen to your parent then? You have to find out some social machinery, a social system to protect social engineering to protect the uh, uh, old age people and everything. We don't have the policy. Our government, our state governments, our political parties does not have any idea about that old age care and everything. Unlike in Western Europe, that's totally different. And it's a good model for the old age protection. Like that, they didn't understand and give an appeal and everything. Uh, and also we tried each and every children at the purpose for the people, the persons who participate in the performance, assured once in a year or once in 2 years. There are several old age homes. They go and adopt one grandpa or grandma and more meet and spend one day with them. They are ready to spend one day with the uh, grandparent, old age people in the old age homes. So
Mhm.
that was a decision taken by the students. It was happened for 3 years up to the 12th standard. When they studying at the 12th standard school, they did that. They did visit the old age home one day in a year and meet the old age people. That was a small thing. That is will not solve the entire problem. Huh? That the conscience has changed. The persons who participated in the production, the process, they will be really, they will deal the old age people differently. And also their parents or family members also will deal the things differently. That was the thing we have done is in year 2012 with the children of TVS Education Society, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka.
So the projects like this are very interesting, where you have to go and spend a day or some hours with elders. I was thinking like theatrically, I was thinking like go to a old age home and meet your elder self. You are that age. You are 80-year old. You are there at old age, just thinking loud and talk to yourself. You, that is your future. You are talking to your future self. I mean, this was coming to me. I mean, this can be a very different exercise. But then only your work is giving me this exercise actually. Mm, I wanted to ask, like, you have worked with, particularly with women groups in India, like Samta, your work with Samta, or in Sri Lanka, or in Malaysia. Uh, did you ever experience something like, oh, men will not think this way? Either we are talking about performance or developing a script. And were you surprised by some action of those women groups? If they were a men's group, maybe the script would not have developed that way. Did you have some kind of experience, or no, they were the same as you were working with men?
Yeah, in our group itself, but there are several events are there. They should have the room. Uh, they should have the room to express their uh, uh, discomfort, express their uh, short feelings, everything. So, if you allow them, you first you democratize the group itself. You can make you can have a different experience. Uh, when I worked with in Samata in 1993, it's all women group means there are 2, 3 male members also there as a percussionist or a manager of the group. But device theatre production happened. So many people were involved that recently important Kamala Basing was there and um, our NSD and she recently she died. She's no more now. She was also there. forgot what immediately. He's a very close friend of mine. My name will not come. It is there. But I never felt, I never worked only with all human group, complete all human group, without no male member. Once I worked with people of transgenders, the uh, LGBTQ community, so totally they are a single entity. In that also there are different type of trans are there, male to female,
Mm.
female to are like that. Yeah, working in the that kind of group, it's just very, very distinct. Their views, their old views, their problems, challenges, totally distinct. You can't compare it to other general theory group. No, I did feel that differences. Um, See, when we work with the groups, with the majority members are even, that will be totally different. Because they have more potential. You have to stimulate their potential. You have to give the opportunity to explore like that. They will do the wonders. Then male actors. That was my experience. They come with they come with very very dynamic outputs. They come with very interesting outputs than male actors. They compete with them, I guess, in such a way. Come with very good, very miraculous results. Yeah.
Mm. Do you think, um, so we talk about old age, we talk about uh, female and infanticide, but females have lot more issues like which are not seen because they do not express themselves. Many problems, many pains remain hidden. So, has theater helped women to release their pains in your experience?
Yeah, yeah. What I was telling, no, that play about the sexual choice, the conjugal relation. When to have, where to have, whether you have the condoms or not. That decision making not with the women, uh, even the educated section, even the education. So what did they do? They instead of using the male partners does not allow to have a condom, so she will become a pregnant. Then after 2 months, 3 and 3, you go on to the doctor. Yeah, go to the quack and did a DNC or did abortion. Come, they're losing their health in that way. Some septic abortion happened. Some women died. No, that kind of thing happened in particular districts. It was identified with the Department of Health. Then they want to stop. They want to develop a resistance among the women folk. So we worked with the women and developed a thing with their own case studies, their own narratives and everything, and they play. And they get empowered. They start to discuss about that. The first time women start to discuss it's to be environment that being taken by the women community. That's uh, those and particularly 2 or 3 taluk. After that, the performance of the jata and everything. There are several women groups have been formed. That women groups start to discuss this issue, uh, and this is that a tendency of not having condom. Then they start to like that. That is it. If you want, I took a very very cultural, important cultural idiom into a play. There was a strong ritual among the women in particular district. Only women gather in the night. They used to
Mm.
gather in some single house of the street women. No when allowed. They did so many things. One day, the evil day, this called one ritual is that. They used to have create kodukate. Kodukate means what that Chinese thing is. What is? It's spoiled, steamed thing, eatable. Equal to uh, old Chinese very popular fast food is there. No? It's a white thing. It's a gund. It's like a globe. There is inside Puran is there. Some say some stuffed thing is there. Oh yeah, it's a boiled. It's a very famous in Tamil Nadu and Kerala. They used to eat that thing and they dedicate to the goddess. At the end, they eat all the human eat. Then, if therein is remain is there, they will not give it to the men folk. They dig and bury it in the ground. So that is one
Oh.
ritual is there. So I use that ritual as a metaphor for a play. And a very interesting play. It came well and it became a hit among the women folk. Then it's called like, well, initially, in fact, I want to take Lysistrata as a play for them. Aristophanes' Lysistrata for the play, for that particular mission. Then I changed the idea and took that ritual as a metaphor. The main thing in that ritual, based on the ritual, I made a play. They did not reveal what they are doing that ritual. Even it is difficult to collect the data from the people. They did not reveal. No. We'll get at last with the help of the anthropologist and the human nurse, health workers, and everything. We collect so many things. No, but still there is a very important thing. I did a play on that ritual. It's called Pudu Kural. Pudu Kural means new voice. Uh, Actually, they made it a ritual as a conspiring, women conspiring that ritual and took a decision of their own sake and like that. It came well. Very important
Mm.
event play.
Before I move ahead, I say thank you to them who are there listening to us. If you have any question, you can send to us. And thanks to them who will be watching this recording. We will request them also to write their comment, or they can send their questions also. So let's go. We have some more pictures of Pralayan. I want to show them, and I request you to tell
One
very
line.
briefly about each picture, just a few words or one sentence about each picture so that we quickly get an idea of what is happening there. Yes.
This is a network. There is a face to face with M.K. Raina ji and myself. Democracy and theatre. It happened in 2024.
Place was?
This is the Dayakar Prem. Yes, a cultural jata happened in all over India. That is next one. This one.
Okay.
This one. Yeah.
So
Uh,
one sentence for each picture. That is the creative challenge for you as a writer.
this is in Tamil version of Anbiladanai Aram. A cultural jata happened in 2023. And this is International Theatre Day before the performances. Could I show big? Yeah, it's a Badal Sarkar Memorial Day in Madras School of Social Work. It's a rehearsal of one of our play, Idam.
Hmm.
The person who shows this also rehearsal. Yeah, before the performance, I address to the audience. Yeah, in National School of Drama, Bengaluru Center, I did one workshop, a production-oriented workshop. Yeah, it's during the process of Manapechi production.
Okay.
This is Malashi Ashmi and Sudanba Deshpande. And the last lady is late Pakirati Ramaswamy. Pakyam.
It's you in this picture?
Yeah, the second person, white
Yeah.
shirt and black. That is
This is
Malashi Ashmi,
1990s.
1997 in Chennai. This is 1994, Orissa. And there was a festival by Natya Chetana. This is in Sri Lanka,
Subodh.
Patikola. Patikola, the
Same.
Patikola, Sri Lanka, same. This is attended on cultural conference. This National School of Drama, Delhi, Bharatrang Mahotsav, at the end of the performance. He did Pari
Hmm.
Padugalam in 2010. This is some exhibition or something. Yeah, with Professor S. Ramanujan, the doyen of Tamil theatre, he greeted me after our performances.
Hmm.
See, this is important thing. I have to tell two lines now. There
Yeah, yeah,
was,
sure,
yeah,
sure.
yeah, Perumal Murugan, a writer in Tamil. He was banned and he declared that I stopped writing everything in 2015. A good caste group banned his writing and everything. That time, all the artist writers made a strong protest and we resisted that movement. That was the
Hmm.
procession.
Okay.
We had that book is in my hand. All the books, no? The book called
Hmm.
Perumal Murugan, Madhuru Pagam. Yeah,
Okay.
half women. This one's a theatre festival in Delhi. She is one of my students.
Hmm.
This is to the performance with KV Akshara of Ninasam, myself and
Hmm.
Akshara.
So this is after the performance?
After the performance, we had a discussion about the performance.
Yeah.
At NSD Satellite Festival, National School of Drama Satellite Festival happened in Chennai at that time. This is doyens of Kannada theatre, Raghunandana and Sidambar Rao Jambe.
Yeah. And third one is you.
Yeah, white shirt is myself.
Oh, yes. I have had the pleasure of meeting
Yeah.
Raghunandana and Jambe sir and meeting you online only.
Okay, okay. This is the Karuturi with this freedom of expression. To protect
Hmm.
the save the freedom of expression, we had a convention. We released that first look poster of that convention. I had given a speech in a cultural evening. The TVS Academy students. There are several photos there. I want to
These students are which grade they
TVS
are?
Academy, Karnataka.
Which grade they are, which classes they are?
Eighth standard, ninth standard.
What's happening here?
If a rehearsal is going on,
Okay.
a book release function.
A book?
Yeah, release. I have given.
This is some kind of library?
Yeah, yeah, bookstall. In a book exhibition, there are several bookstalls. One bookstall, they release one of the books. Yeah.
So as a writer, I'm sure you must have been reading a lot of books, not only as a writer, but as a theater practitioner, as an activist. So I would love to uh, ask you to tell about at least a book you want to read it again. Is there a book you really love? There must be many books, but would you like to share about one book so that others may think to read that book?
Yeah, there are several books to recommend.
Yeah.
I politically, but I would like to, my fellow readers in Tamil, I read recently, just that book, it's a fiction uh, called Salam Alaik. Uh, I had read it recently. This that fiction is surrounded about today's world person, uh, migrated, how the immigrants are with immigrants and citizenship. Uh, Once the people, the West travel all over the world and colonized it everywhere and start to live everywhere. Now that now
Hmm.
the paradigm has been changed. Now the people from the everywhere go to the West and start to live there. They're considered as migrants. Then after that Geneva Convention, the migrants has some right to be uh, withering the refugee status and become a citizenship. That's a real crisis on that. This is actually migrated. This is the era of migrants. You can't deny the citizenship of migrants. Actually, this novel start from a Sri Lankan Tamil from Sri Lanka and travel and how we illegally travel to so many countries and reach Europe and regain and struggling to get the citizenship. It was telling a story. It's I've been read the novel called Robinson Crusoe. How a stranded seaman reach the island and start to struggle with the surroundings and to start to colonize the island and become the man of that island. No, you know that. I think it's a converse of that. Uh, he says Robinson Crusoe is a some way legitimizing colonization of a countries. You can
Hmm.
read that novel. It legitimizing the colony. Actually, it is a converse. This is a migrant who come from Sri Lanka, travel through South Asia, and reach France, and gaining his citizenship. It's a long journey. Very interesting it was. That narrative is totally different, interesting and everything. I would
Who is the
suggest this.
writer? Who is the
It's,
writer?
is a writer called Sari. He's a Shoba Shakti. And now he's a French citizen. Uh, Shoba Shakti.
All right.
His book is being selected in other, translated to other European languages also.
Hmm.
So that was immediately. Recently, this is the today's. The question is, the era of colonization has been gone. Now it is an era of migrants. This is the era of
Hmm.
migrants. Everywhere, whether in
Yeah.
Europe or in US or in Canada, the migrants as a say, the migrants as a right. We have to give the citizenship to the migrants. Uh,
Hmm.
the
Okay.
entire 150 years history, all the nation, the name of the history of the nations, only 150 years only. Before that, so we have to start a new history. It is the era of migrant. See, Rahul Sangrityasan says, man should not be confined with one single place. He used to live
Yeah.
everywhere. That is man humanity. So he has a right. The migrants has the right to live in the migrated land. And it totally claimed that now. This is make it very
Hmm.
international material. Even it is written in Tamil, it is become an international material. If you translate it in the any language, it is the story of their country. See, even all over, most of the states from India, we have migrants to so many countries.
Yeah.
Punjabis and Gujaratis everywhere. Like that. No, we have the same problem. We're facing the same problem. The local migrants from Bihar and Chennai, they have the same question. Oh, this is this literature of our time. So I would like to recommend this book. I really inspired. It's
Salam.
written well.
This is Salam.
Salam alaikum. Salam
Salam
alaikum.
alai.
Yeah, salam
Salam
alaikum.
alai.
Yeah.
Great, very interesting book. Nandri.
It's Shobha Sakti.
Nandri for sharing
Ah,
this.
welcome, welcome.
Thank- Yeah. So let me see what if there are a few more picks to talk about. Oh yes. So a quick description.
Yeah.
Inaugurating.
Yeah, inaugurating South Indian People's Theatre Festival. Like
Okay.
some film stars and cultural ministers. They're famous.
Okay.
This award given by the Chief Minister Edappadi Palaniswamy in 2019. Yeah, award by News 7 channel. Nadaga Ratna. I was awarded.
Okay. Great.
This anti-CAA protest.
Great.
This in a conference. Next to me is a very popular writer, Adavan Deepchanya. I had some press meet. It's
The
in
participants of that acting workshop?
Trivandrum Device Theatre Workshop.
Yes. Yeah.
It's happened January. It's a
Beautiful.
performance of Vanapechi. The performance of Rama, Lakshman, and Tadaga and Vishwamitra.
Oh, this is Tadka. Okay.
Ah, this is the inmates of forest. Welcome, celebrating the rituals. The people, teachers and guard, forest guard searching for the missing children to the deep forest.
Hmm.
This another play called Idam. It's a political play.
This
Street
is
play.
an open theater,
Yeah.
open air.
Yeah. The dead bodies of Kalburgi, Gauri Langesh, all the martyrs, victims of the last decade.
Sorry, what is the theme?
Everyone has the space to live in this space.
Ah,
It's
hmm.
also we have everyone has the right to profess their beliefs, their religion, their habits, their culture. It's declared that it's called Idam. Idam means space.
Hmm.
Space, SPAC, space. Everyone has a space. It's against
Now
non-violence.
let's meet Pralayan, who had dreams in his eyes to do some social change and all. So, if you look back at your long journey of theater, what are the good things? What are the things that today you feel satisfied about? And what are the things yet incomplete?
Yeah, this photo happened in 1992, almost 33 years before. Uh, yeah, so many things happened, so many things changed. Particularly those days, theater is very small. Now it is
Mm.
very Now new generation of people come, understanding, approaches of paradigm has been changed. Everything has been changed. Yo, I'm not blaming any changes. I'm ready to how to respond, how to cope, respond to the changes. That is my duty. So I don't have any complaints about my past everything.
Hmm.
I'm ready to see. I see uh, today generation, even though I feel we don't have proper vocabulary to have a dialogue with the new generation Z people. Even some social scientists felt in that way. The present generation, the generation of our age and middle age and everything, they don't have a vocabulary to have a dialogue with the coming present generation. But I felt if you speak the truth to the power, that will be attractive. That is the only way to have a connection with the new generations of people. The people, youths are always attracted to the truths. If you are speaking truth to the power, in front of the power, without
Hmm.
bringing power, then young youths will be attracted towards you. And that is my realization and understanding.
Hmm. Great. Some light effect has changed on my side, but we will continue this way only because listening to you is more important than, oh, light has come back here. Um, it's burning like anything. Okay, so you have given more than 30 years to children, working with children and sensitizing them towards people and the place and the surrounding and many issues related to them and their lives. What has been your philosophy of working with children? Like some core philosophical uh, guidelines that you followed throughout your work with children when you were doing theater with them?
Don't underestimate children. Don't underestimate. And also, too, my philosophy when I working with youth, I have to be, in our culture, there is children. There and also, how do I treat a fellow adult? And the same way I have to deal with them. Whether theater in education, give me some mission. Each and every program, give me some mission. Apart from the mission, who is going to execute that mission? Who is going to fulfill that mission? The participants of the children. So that's I try to maintain that thing with the children. Um, and philosophy is you have to accept, you have to question, you have to accept there is another person next to you. You have to accept that. There is another, there is one, you have one point of, there is another thing is there. Other point of is there. There is another person in your life. You are not only in your life. There is another in your life. Whether it's a roommate, whether it's a fellow traveler in the train, huh? Are you traveling in an auto or traveling in a bus? There is another in your life always. You should remind that there is another in your life. There is another thing in your other than in your point of view like that. So that's my I transfer that thing to children's also when they are making create when they are involved in when they have involved in a creative process. uh, I keep remaining this aspect to them. So the theatre is a space uh, to interact with others, interact with other point of view, other taste, other aesthetics, other imagination. See, that is the important thing to nowadays in the area of digital, uh, digital era of Android. You have become individual now. Everything come into your hand. All the entertainment things come to beamed into your hands and set. You make yourself individual, very, very, very individualistic. If you making yourself very narcissistic. In that context, there is a necessity to feel that there is another next to you, there is another point of view, there is another lifestyle, there is another culture. That is the important policy of today. Each and every citizen, individual to take, consider, to ponder on. I am not hearing. I am not hearing you.
Yes, great. Sorry. Um, to sensitize, to have that awareness for the other side, for the other people, for others' point of view. So that's great. And by the way, mm, I do not know much about the schools in southern part of India, how arts are placed there. I'm quite aware of northern part of India where all arts are at the margin, at the fringe, and they come at the last if there is some time. And what is the situation in the schools of Tamil Nadu or Karnataka or Andhra,
Yeah,
Kerala?
I am not that much familiar in Andhra, but a little bit know about Karnataka and Kerala. Tamil Nadu and Kerala are not the same. Tamil Nadu is totally different. Uh, Karnataka and Kerala are quite different. In Karnataka, each and every school, they have a theatre teacher.
Mm.
In government schools, they have a theatre teacher. Uh, and also, they have got some kind of training about theatre in education program
Mm.
under the initiative of the Azim Premji Foundation. And also, in Karnataka, there is a strong theatre culture is there. And also in Kerala, there are strong culture, but unlike Karnataka, they don't have theatre teacher in the government schools and everything. But they have theatre practice there. Because why? Because there is a strong theatre culture in Kerala. They have several totally that is different from Karnataka. Uh, this in Tamil Nadu nowadays after this government they try to give some importance to the art education and everything. That is not enough. They did start something in the school level too. And they did not have any theatre teacher. They did not idea. Even that Asim Premji Foundation did an initiative to train the teachers in theatre and education program. They come with some programs. Kerala accepted that they send all the teachers for that program. Karnataka accepted. Pondicherry accepted. That time Jayalalitha was a chief minister. She did not accept that. She said, no, no, no. You won't allow you. We will do our program, training program on our own. Like that, she did reply. So Tamil Nadu did not happen anything regarding the theatre and education program in the government schools. Some private schools in Tamil Nadu, they are doing some good work, like TVS Educational Society. They have 4 or 5 institutions all over the state. And some schools in Chennai city, And I used to work with some schools in Rajapalayam, Anakati, Coimbatore, and somewhere else. They did some theatre education program in their school.
When you say they did some theater in an education program in some schools or in their school, what do you exactly mean? Can you elaborate on that?
See, whether they understand idea of theatre and education in a proper sense, that is problematic. That I'm not telling that. They start to work in different way. They need beyond the classroom experience. So they want to explore something uh, for that in given academic space. Beyond the academic space, they want to do something in the theater, under the umbrella of theatre. That was I am telling that they did some theatre education program like that. They they have theatre teacher in their school, and all the schools have art teacher, music teacher, dance
Mhm.
teachers, and craft teacher. Everything all schools have, but they don't have the theatre teacher. In Karnataka, they have. And, uh, they have. And like that, some TVS schools have, some the Tamil Nadu private schools have the theatre teachers separately. Some international schools have good theatre people as a teacher. 2, 3 people also there. Um,
Sorry to interrupt, but did you ever have, because of your long experience of working with it, did you ever have a chance to develop a drama or theater curriculum for a school?
School, particularly I had a developed a course for the school teacher, and I had done a course for the school teachers in online. I have curriculum and syllabus and everything. 2 batch I had been done. It happened because of that COVID time. After become the COVID time, I was invited and worked as a visiting professor in Tanjavur Tamil University. Um, in that, when I was visiting professor, I used to work with the education department and develop a course for school teachers. Only that I did done, but that is very, very limited. After that, uh, there is no workshop is going up under the education department. There is no theatre education syllabus and everything. Actually, first I designed, that did not happen. At that time, I would like to invite you also for that course. Yeah, that was I am doing. The present government, they invited us there. We are telling so many things. They're listening, but they're doing their own. They did not
Hmm.
respond. Uh, That's totally, I failed to uh, intervene in the school education department in this. In Tamil
So,
Nadu, very disappointed.
yeah. So, what do you think? What is more important, in your opinion, that uh, we give children exposure of theater process in a classroom,
No, 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 no,
uh,
no. I am not telling that.
or
Already,
we go for a performance, do annual play, big annual play? What do you think? What should be the best policy
yeah, yeah.
of theater in
I
education?
telling that our theatrology education program not to make a children as a theatre artist, or not introducing a theatre art to the children. It's a part of the teachers' mediation. There is a
Okay.
theatre as the two of the part of the teachers' mediation. There are several approaches of theatre. If you introduce it as an art education, no problem. We have the theatre education, uh, the drama in education, creative theatre, children's theatre. Everything comes under the umbrella of theatre in education. So that is my holistic approach of theatre. See, initially the theatre and education program is a part of the uh, uh, faculty development of the students, part of the multiple intelligence of the students. Yeah, their creative education and their part of their value education. Yeah, so many actually these are in their curriculum. They are achieving the curriculum in a different way. I am insisting that theatre and education program will help that curriculum. The new in Tamil Nadu, they did not follow new education policy in properly. They stopped. They are having this own way of policy still following them. There is a confrontation happening with central government and state government. They did not give the fund and everything. That is a different thing is going on. Same time, uh, we given a recommendation that the, we have given so many sittings, so many recommendations. Not only myself, group of theatre people like uh, recommendation.
Hello. Can you hear me? Hello. Oh, could you hear me? Hello. Hello. Can you hear me? So this is Pralayan. Can you hear me? Hello. Can you hear me? It seems you cannot hear me. Hello, hello, hello. Meanwhile, I just want to remind our audience that if you have any question, you can drop in the chat your question. And if you want to suggest us the people who are working deeply into arts and who can give us the insights from their experience of arts, do tell us who you want to see here in this platform, Arts and Life with Shuba. And let me get back to our today's guest, Mr. Pralayan. Mr. Pralayan, can you hear me?
Yeah, I am hearing.
All right. Okay. So that was the last photograph we were looking at.
Yeah,
So, do you remember the moment
yeah,
when
yeah.
this photograph was taken?
Yeah, yeah, I know that. It's in
What do you
theatre
remember?
fest. Yeah, in theatre festival was happening. That time, yeah, leading middle magazine Shubha in Tamil, they want to take me an interview. That time they took this photo.
Mm-mm. Good. So, Pralayan, what do you think? Because India is a big country, and there sometimes we are not aware of what is happening in one part of the country, in spite of all social media and internet. So, what do you think? What can we learn from each other? Like if you are in South, what you can get from North, East, or West? Or what others can get from South? Is there something missing between the artists, between the practitioners, between the theater activists? Would you like to suggest something so that people can collaborate more and learn from each other more? What should we do?
Yeah, it is missing, totally missing. Actually, we should, but we should understand that theatre should happen in the languages. Theatre should not happen in Hindi. Theatre, Indian theatre is happening in languages, either Marathi, Gujarati, uh, Kannada, Malayalam, and like that. And Assamese, Bengali, would be like that. And we have to understand that reality. And the National School of Drama, understanding our National School of Drama idea of theatre, that should be questioned. Uh, the National School of Drama should not be a modern agent for Indian theatre practice. Maybe Shuba. Shuba is the reality. It was very live with the reality. There are several streams of theatre in India like that. So, other than the alternate spaces have to create these kind of interactions, like online school of drama, to create a space for this kind of interaction. And like that, so many institutions come forward to do the interaction between the other part of the theatre practice in the nation. See, as an individual, I had an interest. I travel somewhere else other than Tamil Nadu, and we used to have an experience of what is going on in other language and everything. But that should be a practice of every theatre practitioner of the country.
Now,
Other,
pod this podcast is a little attempt to bridge that gap to
yeah,
talk to
right,
different
right.
practitioners across the country. Um, and this is a humble attempt to do that. Meanwhile, let me acknowledge the presence of those who are writing. Gobi, I think Gobi from Puducherry. Rakesh, I don't know from they are saying hellos. And if you have any question, that is still welcome. Mm, Pralayan, we are moving towards the end of this conversation, but before I ask my final questions, I just want to know from you that what keeps you going? You are into theater and you must have gone through many problems, but overall you feel satisfied. But what gives you energy to continue to go on to fight and not to lose heart? What is that one thing? What is that keeps you inspiring to do more and more theater in this age of technology, in this age of artificial intelligence? What keeps you, makes you do theater continuously?
The important question or also a difficult question, but let me answer this way. Initially, I didn't have any vision or ambition to do theatre. I come to
Hmm.
theatre accidentally. When
Oh.
I was a student, I used to write poems and recite poems in the public. And my
Hmm.
school college days, I have started film society in my college, in my hometown. I have
Hmm.
run film society for 3 years there. After I came to Chennai for further studies, from here, from Chennai, I conducted that film society remotely. So, but I have an interest in so many art form like that. Theatre also one of my interests. Then I come to theatre. I want to do this theatre. The theatre slowly absorbs me and swallowed me. That's happened. Then after I enter into the theatre, I come to the politics then. Because
Hmm.
of my theatre, I went to the politics.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That is my what do you
Journey.
know, journey. Yeah, because of my theatre, they want to do the strong theatre. My theatre actually taught me the politics. Theatre, see, still I am very political. Maybe that come through only theatre. So
Hmm.
nowadays, there will be frustrations, shortcomings. Everything happened to all human beings. Like that, so many things happen in my life. Nowadays, I try to understand myself scientifically. Uh, See that 3 or 4 years before an international theatre day, a theatre person said that What is the relevance of theatre today in
Yeah.
this gadget area, in this digital area? Everything beamed in your handset through the Androids. When you are sitting on the closets, you can enjoy all the entertainment materials
Yeah.
uh, in your handset. Uh. Once you have to go to the theater, you have to struggle, you have to do yourself. You have to put your effort to view the film. You put your effort to view the television channel in your drawing room and everything. You have to wait for that program to come like that. Nowadays, everything has been changed. Every, there are several choices also, not only single choices. The choices also fragmented. Film also dying. Film also they are also have their future. In future there will be no cinema theater, film theater. That was the
Mm.
prediction. Like that, there is a in this context. What is the relevance of theater? What did he say? No, the relevance of theater is it can't be beamed. It can't be beamed into your handset. Theater will happen in particular place in a particular time. To enjoy, to you have the experience of the theater, you should be there in a particular place at a particular time. That's tangible and palpable experience. That's a theater need human gathering to thrive. It may fly, but it need a human gathering to thrive. So that reality make a theater relevance. Oh, there will be human gathering in future also. The humanness, the human connection, the art, there which is a primal demand of human connection. The art form which needs based on the human gathering. That is the relevance of that. That is scientific understanding of theater. You can't be equated to any other media. It's not a mass media. It's a cultural experience like that. So this kind of scientific understanding make me to rely on theater. And also, I don't have big dreams on theater. I do know theater. I can do. I do writing. I can do for some films, right? Yeah, it's a society. I can contribute a little way, in a little way, or big way, in my own way. That's my understanding. Maybe there are several shortcomings there. Uh, I have not done. I feel inadequate. Uh, I have to done so many words to get miles to go before I sleep like that. I have to do so many things before I sleep, but I did not. I have not done that much. So that is also there. That is my understanding. And like any other human being, I am here as a theatre practitioner. But I believe in the next generation. I try to understand. I struggle to understand that with the young generation, and also try to understand the others, other point of view. The, my philosophy not only for the working, for the uh, theatre practice, and theatre work, the philosophy for my theatre work, for my personal life also. I believe that philosophy. Maybe it's maybe a tallest crime I am taking. Uh, I am not claiming any um, what hypothetical things. Just I want to be practical.
Given your long experience in theater with adults, with children, as you said, theater is a great help in developing human connections. And actually, we say about this podcast is about exploring creativity and human connections. And people generally do not understand this how theater can develop human connections. Can you, for a beginner who is trying to understand theater in this age of technology, can you explain for them what is that brings people close to each other, that makes people to be considerate about the other, what you were talking earlier?
Yeah, yeah,
Can you explain in your words,
yeah, yeah.
in from the beginning, to address by addressing those people who really want to understand, because people do not believe, they, because as you said, this generation has been born and brought up with this apparatus in our
Gadgets.
hand.
Yeah,
Yes, they do not understand this. Even today's generation of teachers, they are not trained, their training is not yet how theater can bring us closer as human beings, and how then it can help us grow as a better society. Please tell us
yeah,
step by step.
yeah.
We want to understand
So, yeah,
this.
we see our viewing film. You used to go to the theater initially and reserve the ticket and go to view the serials. We were waiting for that particular time to telecast time. To view the news also, they are waiting for the time of the that particular bulletin. Uh, and also our the consumption of the entertainment, the viewing and everything has been changed. We no need to wait. No need to go for the film for a theater and see in OTT whenever you need. Like that, totally that the consumption of the entertainment is totally changed. Um, the human effort for to consume that entertainment also has been changed. You can see you everything you close sitting on your closet, everything beamed into your close handsets, your Android, your gadgets. So that is in this changing scenario, one can confuse with what is the relevance of theater and everything. Theater has a relevance. Theater cannot be beamed into your handset. If you want to have a theater experience, you go where it happens. Theater will happen in particular place and particular time. If you want to have that experience, you go to that particular place, you be in that particular time. The time and the space bound experience is actually theater. It can happen within 3 people, or 5 people, or 10 people. There will be a human gathering. It will be tangible experience. It's a palpable experience. You can smell, you can hear like that. That live experience. So that is a difference of the theater. That for having the theater experience, there will be a human gathering. So wherever human gathering is there, theater will happen there. So uh, because of interconnection, theater make to thrive the human gathering, or human gathering help to thrive the theater activity. This is the way. And this is the way it has its human connection. Yeah, and that is my understanding. That's the really scientifically, that is the scientific understanding of theatrical experience. You can be shot in your phone and beamed to send, but that experience is totally different. That is not a theater experience. So that live experience make the theater is special and distinct and unique.
Your performances, you as a director love to use folk elements and even modern elements. You go for a mixture of that. Um, do you do it deliberately, or it comes naturally to you? I mean, you love to do this, or you want to convey some message through this?
Yeah, a long innings of theater. We used to work with it at open air. No, in open air, you need a theatrical language, handling the space. to the exit and entry and establishing the space and everything. No, you need a theatre language. You have to go for the traditional language only.
Yeah.
Yeah, traditional theatre help you in that way. Help you in that way. So, for people like us who are working in open air theatre, rely on uh, other than some verbal elements. So we rely on our traditional performances, traditional music, whether it is a folk or other thing like that. See, when it comes, it become a theatrical music. When it becomes a theatrical music, that should be transformed. Uh, they never use it forcefully. We need some
Mm.
movement. We need some sound. We need some imagery. Like that, which will work with that the particular task. That music we are never bother about where we take, where is from Tamil, is from Malayalam, is from Kannada. We never bother about that. We use it. In this play, we use Konkani. In this play, we use some other Chandali music, some Siddhi. The Siddhi is a distinct tribe in Karnataka. They used to come from South Africa and they stayed here. Still, they are
Mm.
maintaining their own songs and movements and everything. And there, some parts of Karnataka, they have the small section of people are they are called Siddhis. They have African origins. They have their own rituals, songs and everything. We are using that rituals, songs and movements in our play. So it gel with us. Actually, it lost its origin and denies its origin. It become another Tamil performance. It gel with that, Yeah, that is happening. Yeah, we are not for to save the tradition, or we are not for to against the tradition. It's a part of our practice. Uh, it helps us see that sound help us to help Stadaga to question the conventional norm, conventional use. You understand? I taken from the traditional sound, or tribal sound, everything helps Tadaga to question the conventional norms, our common sense of forest, our common sense about the mythology, our common sense about the word Rakshasi. Everything has been questioned. For this questioning power, all these things help that to dramaturgy and everything.
So because of this technological change, rapid change in technology, are the children of today cut or they are at a distance with our folk traditions? And if we are losing our folk traditions, is there something wrong with it, or this is part of the cultural development? What do you think?
Yeah, the question is difficult to answer. Folk tradition is not a static, it always changes. And what we are doing, folk tradition is not a thing happen was in 3 years before. We are using tapu, some things as a folk. That is not a folk actually. It was not there 50 years before. It's
Mm.
also kept changing. The tradition
Yeah,
also is transforming, and it's
yeah,
also in transition. Yeah, that the connection with the folk and its the younger generation is different, no? See, if you are talking about young generation or youth generation, even I am talking about gender Z. Gender Z, no, it's not a single entity. Gen Z is though come from Bihar to work in Tamil Nadu. That Gen is totally different. And the migrant,
yeah.
they're 18 years old, 17 years old. Youths are in Chennai and do some hard works. No? They are from Bihar, they are from North India. They are also for that age group also part of this Gen Z. So like that, youths are not a single entity. They are urban youth or a rural youth. The youth segment is identifying whether there is from the dominant caste group or oppressed caste group. That also to be there in that way, their connection with our tradition is totally changed. Their connection, their understanding with tradition. In another area, I can say, and the youth you are studying in the colleges, in universities, and engineering or higher studies, among them, the theatre is very strong. Is my experience. I used to invite to other intercollegiate theatre festivals, inter-university cultural festivals. There are several in the cultural festivals. There are several programs are there.
Mm.
Fashion show is there. Folk dance competition is there. Modern dance competition is there. Mime competition is there. Everything is there. Theatre groups competitions also there. For all these events, the theatre competitions, you get a full audience, thousands, above 1,000, 2,000. Why? Because it's very dynamic, it's engaging the children, youth community. So it is very popular among them. I used to invite as a guest host like that and the event. I had seen inter the university performance, 10, 15 minutes. They have their own rules of making play, making now 15 minutes, 20 minutes play. They're using the narrative, they're handling the space, the perform. Totally interesting, different. And also there is a trend called the Street and Short Theatre Festival in Chennai. 1 month or 2 months it is happening. All the youths below 30 years, they were involved in for the 2 months. 60 to 70 groups doing the performance in the Short and Sweet Theatre Festival, the 10 or 15 minutes per festival. Actually, the most of the audience also below 30 years, age group. So this is the trend happened for last 10 years, last decade. So the
Mm.
theatre as an art form, they had some kind of meaning among the youth below 30, studying the students group and everything. So it did not happen in the past. I had never seen this happen in 90s. When I was a student, it is not there. When I was in my below 30, I did not see this there. So this is the new thing happening. So I knew it's a mixed, my understanding, my totally mixed. The same thing their understanding, their youth, in that youth. I had never seen the youth. You are working in a roadside. A youth come from Bihar with a small slipper, old pant and shirt. And they are doing some work. No, I have never seen. What is their aspiration? We don't know that. What is their entertainment? We don't know that. Like that. This is mixed. At the same time, I had seen this also. I had a concern about these youth are not as total, will not give the clear uh, representation of our youth community like that.
It is heartening to see when theater brings people together. Pralayan ji, do you like dancing?
Dancing.
Yes.
Yeah, group movement used to, our actors used to learn so many traditional folk movements also, modern also. When now I am not performing, for very occasionally I substitute some street theatre performances. For last 2 decades I not perform, but I also used to learn so many traditional movements.
Yeah, why
Convent.
I am asking this being a theater practitioner, I mean, because theater comprises all kinds of arts. So I was just asking this, what are your relations with other arts like dancing or singing or
Music.
music?
I was learning music in my childhood from my second standard to 11th standard. I
Oh,
used to learn regularly each and every day. A teacher, music teacher, came to my home and taught me
oh.
music. So that is a traditional music. I never played
Mm.
outside in my childhood. I was crying then. The other children are playing. No? When I was a 7 years old boy, 7 years to 15 years, 8 totally, 15 to 16 years, 9 years I was uh, learning music from a teacher. It's a
So it's
traditional.
in such a long journey of theater, you have used a lot of music, a lot of folk,
Yeah, yeah.
and
That did help me.
s-
That learning that time I did not enjoy that learning. That time I feel
yeah, yeah, yeah.
suffocated. Then now I felt it was helping me.
So is there one line or two from any play that you still like singing sometimes? And can you sing that for us from your theater performance?
Yeah, that is not a recent performance, but very old performance called
Hmm.
Mutrupulli. It's about youth. தினமொரு நாடகம் கணமொரு காட்சி ஒவ்வொரு அணுவிலும் கண்டீராட்சி தினம் ஒரு நாடகம் கண்ணம் ஒரு காட்சி ஒவ்வொரு அணுவிலும் கண்ணீர் காட்சி தொடர்கதையா தொடர்கதையா துயரம் தினம் தொடர்கதையா முடிவில்லையா முடிவில்லையா விதிபடும் வாழ்வுக்கு முடிவில்லையா தினம் ஒரு நாடகம் கணம் ஒரு காட்சி ஒவ்வொரு அணுவிலும் கண்ணீராட்சி like that. That means
Nandri.
daily one drama, daily one scene, each and every day, that scenes and drama filled with our tears. Is there any end? Will there is a no end? Will there is no end? Is it a continuing story? Is it a continuing story? That was the lines.
Uh, Good. The lovely lines. I still wish I learn more Tamil. So with that, we come to the end of today's conversation. Maybe we sit again and talk more when we come to know more about your work. But is there, before we say bye to our audience, do you have something more to say which I may have missed to ask you, but you wanted to share? Anything else?
Yeah, what I want to share already shared. Yeah, if you have come and see the theater what you have very happening in your neighborhood. Come and view the theater. And if your children, if your family members willing to go for acting, encourage them to take part in the theater activity and everything. If your children want to study theater, please encourage them. Please encourage them. That's also a very important, great profession. If you want, they will become a teacher. They will become so many things. They will become an actor. Acting in film is also not bad. Yeah,
Hmm.
they create environment. Yeah,
And would you speak in Tamil for Tamil theater beginners, what they should do to proceed in the field of theater?
yeah. Theater most not only in Tamil Nadu, all over India. I don't know how. But who are the people who come to acting? Means those who want to become an aspiring film actors. They come to theater now. That is the reality. Maybe there's some people did not say 99%. That is the reality. So they tell you should not hide. Yeah, only one, maybe very few will not have that kind of inclinations towards films. Very few very exceptional and other. Yeah, that's also good. Okay. What I'm telling you, if you want to work in theater, work hard. Theater will help you when you work hard. Otherwise, theater will not help you. Theater will show you are working hard. It will அவங்கள நாடகம் உங்களை தூக்கி பிடிக்கும். உங்களை it will show இதை வந்து எல்லோருக்கும் அறிவும். It will introduce you to everyone if you work hard. If you are not working hard, it exposed you. That is the challenge of theater. If you are not working hard, the theater will expose.
Thank you very much for those nice words. Work hard. Theater will make you work hard, and if you don't work hard, theater will expose you. Pralayan ji, thank you very much for giving us time. It's been more than 2 hours or so. Sitting in one position is quite a challenge. So, in front of the camera. Thank you very much, and thank
Did
you, whoever
I,
was
did I
there.
do the no, justice?
Oh, why not? Whatever I asked, because we wanted to know your experience, we wanted to understand your work, and that is how we can grow what you have done. We can learn from that, and we can further move. And because you are sitting in Tamil Nadu, we got some idea what is happening there, and we got the feel of your long journey of theater and the way you think it, the way your group is working, and the way uh, you work with children. So that was a reminder to us that in this age of technology, theater has still much to offer. That is what we got from you, Mr. Pralayan. Thank you very much. Thank you, my audience who was there, who were listening to us, and thank you to those people who will see the recording. And if you want to comment, do comment. If you want someone special who has worked very long in arts and it is and we want to see that personality on this platform, do let us know, suggest us. Thank you very much. Good night.
I also thank
Pralay.
you. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for your questions. Yeah.
Yes, thank you, and bye bye everyone. Bye.